Prime Minister Narendra Modi is set to become the first Indian Prime Minister to chair a United Nations Security Council open debate that will take place later this evening. The debate will shine a spotlight on enhancing maritime security. Taking over from France, India assumed the rotating presidency of the United Nations Security Council for the month of August. Permanent representative to the UN, Ambassador T.S. Tirumurti said during India's presidency, it will organize 3 high-level signature meetings on maritime security, peacekeeping and counter-terrorism. At least 357 villages across 21 districts in Uttar Pradesh have been inundated with floodwater due to heavy rainfall in the state. Hamirpur and Jalun districts in Buldelkhand region are the worst affected. Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath will take an aerial survey of the flood-affected regions today to take a stock of the situation. Buldelkhand region, which usually reports below normal to normal rainfall, is the worst affected with Yamuna river flowing above the danger mark in at least 5 places. In the Gonda district of eastern UP, a primary school got washed away following a rise in the water level of the Ghagra river on Sunday. Amid the fears of a possible third wave of COVID infections, Delhi has put into force a graded action plan to tackle any surge in cases in the coming days. The national capital is the first city to enforce such a plan. The action plan, which lays down separate guidelines for 4 levels of severity that are marked by different color codes, came into effect following a formal order issued by the Delhi government. According to the action plan, a yellow alert, which marks level 1 of severity, will come into force if Delhi records a positivity rate of over 0.5% for 2 consecutive days, or reports 1,500 new cases in a week, or 500 oxygen beds are occupied in a week. An amber alert will be issued if Delhi records a positivity rate of over 1% for 2 consecutive days, or reports 3,500 new cases over a week. People who have been fully vaccinated and completed 14 days after receiving the second dose of an anti-COVID vaccine will be allowed to travel in Mumbai suburban local trains from 15th August, said Maharashtra Chief Minister Uddhav Thackeray on Sunday. Mumbai has fully vaccinated 19 lakh people, most of whom are entirely dependent on public transportation. At present, only government employees and essential workers are allowed to travel in the local trains. Thackeray said a meeting with the state COVID task force will be held on Monday to discuss steps to ease the curbs for places of worship and provide relaxation to hotels, restaurants and malls. The economic blockage on Mizoram border was lifted by residents in Assam late on Saturday night. Assam ministers Ashok Singhal and Parimal Suklabaidya had visited the interstate border with Mizoram at Lailapur in Chachar district to persuade the locals to lift the economic blockage and allow vehicles to move into the neighboring state. As ministers were engaged in discussions with members of the Truckers Association, the irate public started pelting stones and damage to stranded trucks.